everybody, it's Odin, and you know what? There are times where furries, they've just gone way too damn far. I'm talking way too far. Now, furries do a lot of good, don't get me wrong, but this video is going to be talking about a couple of times that furries as a collective did not so good. And it's important to remember the times that we as a collective have royally f***ed up, because if you don't reflect on your past, you're doomed to repeat these mistakes, and we do not need another angry cereal mascot, okay? That's right, the first time that furries have gone too far was in 2018 when Tony the Tiger, innocent cereal daddy Tony the Tiger, was harassed by furries. I'm not talking small-time harassment, I'm talking large-scale, just way too many lewd, terrible tweets to a cereal mascot. Now, I was not a part of this, but I knew many furries that were. And I mean, I get it, okay? Tony the Tiger, he's buff, he's hot, he's got stripes. Oh my god, the comments after I just said he's hot are gonna be great. He is, okay? You know what? Sue me. Furries decided as a collective to go to the official Tony the Tiger Twitter account and reply to his tweets with some rather unsavory things. So much so that he addressed it. But before we get to the tweet where he actually addressed furries harassing him, a made-up cereal mascot, good job furries, we're gonna read some of these tweets by people in 2018 to Tony the Tiger. Now these are a little spicy, so if something easily offends you, I don't know, go away. Anyway, let's just gonna read the first one. The first one's by Milky, and they say, "Fill me up with your frosted flakes, daddy." And you'll notice the theme. They call him daddy because he's the cereal daddy. This one's like rather tame, let's be honest. The next one by Woof. "Hey, Mr. Tony the Tiger, are your flakes frosted?" All right, that doesn't sound so bad, right? Oh, wait, there's one more line. "I just want to suck your dick, please." All right, so this is... Woo! This is where they start to go a little far to poor old Tony the Tiger. Now this one I had to lean close to the monitor because I want to make sure I read this one just right because it's such a piece of art. "Tony, I don't need your flakes. I just want your delicious love, your milk, your sweet frosting inside my mouth. Could you do that for me, Daddy? That'd be great." I'm sorry you had to hear those words strung together in a sentence, but to be fair, it's not my fault. It is Hawk Babble's fault, so good job on that one. Now this one's in response to a Twitter of Tony the Tiger riding a bike, like a 3-seat bike with a dude on it and a baby. I don't understand that. Anyway, creepy. But this person said, "Would you invite me, Daddy," again, cereal daddy, everyone's calling him daddy, "on a bike ride and teach me how to ride you?" The next one's in the same vein. "Can you teach me how to ride on you? Emoji, 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 emoji. Oh, whoa. Those thighs. That sweet booty snap." Now my question here is, what the hell is a booty snap? Maybe it's obvious, but I have no idea. I want to yiff it all off. That sounds kind of violent and rather creepy. And this one's an image, and it just says, "I made this for you, and I'm sorry, but here it is." There are no words. The next one's rather simple, but the emojis really finish this tweet. And it says, "Frost my ass, Dad. Fill me with your frosting, Tony Daddy." I have no idea why I did that in a Woo voice. I just made it 10 times worse. Oh my god. "Hello, Mr. Tony Bama." Okay, we're moving on. I'm sorry. The next one's rather simple, but quite elegant. "Please sit on my face, Tony." Oh, and this one's a classic. "For me." And we're just gonna finish off by a simple one that has no words, but it's 3 emojis. They're right here, and I'm just gonna assume it says, So this is just a small sampling of the tweets that the poor real Tony the Tiger, the Kellogg cereal mascot, received from a drove of furries on Twitter. The social media manager, as Tony, issued a response, and it is as follows. "I'm all for showing your stripes, feathers, etc. Cute. But let's keep things great and family friendly, if you could. Cubs could be watching." Now, I get what they were going for, but that was some poor wording. Not even gonna touch that one. Anyway, freaking Kellogg's had to issue that statement because people were being so lewd on their Twitter. So what happened was, they finally realized that the block button was a thing and started blocking a ton of furries. I'm talking a ton of furries. And because furries are furries, they all got bored of this after a while and kind of moved on. Unfortunately, a lot of news outlets picked up on this and actually made articles about how furries were harassing a make-believe serial mascot. So great job, furries. That's the first instance where you went too damn far. But some of it was kind of funny. But shame on you guys. Don't do that again. Don't. Okay? There's a second incident where furries went too far. And I'm talking way beyond too far to another planet. Okay? And I touched on it a little bit in my last video, and that is the event called Rainforest, which, you know, doesn't happen anymore because furries ruined it forever. Now, you remember that photo that I showed, you know, I'll show it again right here. This is a small sampling of what went down at this con. And just to be clear, because I had some people shit me, I have no issues with human pups. I have no issues with adult babies, baby furs, whatever. I do have an issue with people wearing very inappropriate gear in public in the middle of the day at a convention. Probably not a great idea. I've done something stupid in my past, admitted it, moved on. I'm sure these people have done the same. Let's not make this mistake again, okay? However, Rainforest had so many issues, it's unbelievable. There was a great video done by the internet historian. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. It does go over a lot of these things. However, I'm also going to read all the things that happened because it's just absolutely unbelievable how much stupid shit a bunch of furries did at one damn convention. Furries went way too far, and here is what they did. Now, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to lean up to this monitor because it's really hard for me to read text when I don't have glasses on, but let's start. For the last few years, the Hilton sustained more damage during Rainforest than it did from every other event that the Hilton had the rest of the year. And I've been to anime conventions, and there's a lot of stupid people at those that do a lot of stupid things and cause damage, so that's impressive. There's also business conventions where they all let loose, get really drunk, and go ham. Again, cause damage. All of these combined was less than this one event. Just let that sink in for a second. All of them combined. This doesn't even include the damage to guest rooms or other incidental wear and tear like the elevators. They're talking about public damage. Holy crap. That's terrible, that's impressive, that's sad. Wow. This year's incidents include 2 plumber calls, okay, a flooded bathroom that soaked the offices underneath, great job, towels stuffed into a hot tub pump, and multiple petty vandalisms and thefts. A final damage report is still being compiled at the time this was sent out. So someone decided to shove towels in toilets and flush them because it would be real hilarious. Oh, and it also ruined some offices underneath. I can't even imagine how much property damage was done. I really hope they had some good insurance. By Sunday morning of a con this year, the hotel was so exasperated that they were threatening to evict attendees for single noise complaints. And if you've ever been to a furry convention, noise complaints happen all the time. Usually you get more than one warning, so I think they were pretty damn fed up with all the furries at that point. Now, this is a letter that Hilton headquarters sent to the Rainforest Committee themselves. So this is all according to Hilton. I'm gonna say allegedly these things happened, but I don't think they really have much reason to lie. So we're gonna read down this list of all the stupid things that furries did at Rainforest that fateful year. 2 attendee drug overdoses that required medical response and hospitalization for both attendees. 2 people overdosing at a con. Honestly, I wish I could say that's more uncommon, but it happens at a lot of conventions because people are really stupid and go way too far with drug use. That happens at every convention, but guys, come on. Over 2,000 spent nitrous oxide cartridges. 2,000 of them, which are used as an illegal inhalant, were found and discarded in the guest corridor after the group checked out. These are what are called whippets. It's when someone abuses nitrous oxide things and they inhale them and they get a high from them. 2,000 of them. I can't even fathom that. That's unbelievable. And then the people just chucked them out and didn't take care of them. Wow. A drug arrest in the adjacent parking lot of a person that police believe had ties to the Rainforest group. They're selling drugs in the parking lot. Great job. A Rainforest volunteer staff member was reported to have sexually assaulted a female attendee. So a volunteer of Rainforest sexually assaulted an attendee. That's despicable, terrible. I don't care what event it is. What the I hope they're not allowed at any events anymore, and I hope they're in prison. A guest room smoke detector was tampered with and discarded in a guest room corridor. They took the damn smoke detectors and threw them in the hallway so they could do more drugs. Are you seeing a theme with this convention? An elevator inner door cable was broken by an attendee trying to force the door open. They broke I get that the elevators stopped working at conventions, but that's just because they're so overused and and people are big, but they forced it open and broke it. I can't even imagine how much that cost to fix. Damn. A rainforest security staff member was seen using marijuana. Here's a pro tip. If you're on security, probably don't do drugs while you're on security detail, since you're supposed to be protecting people and be of clear mind. Great job. Hilton themselves received a phone call from an attendee saying that the staff allowed all of this drug use to go on, that they didn't do anything about it. If that's true, that's great job. 2 people went to the hospital because of it. There's a lot of like rumors and ramblings of things that went on at the convention that I remember hearing about too that aren't on this list. And I am not sure if they're true. I'm gonna go with probably not. But there was always the rumor that used diapers were thrown on cars. Actually, that one I think is true. They threw diapers on people's cars. Diapers on cars to vandalize them. I know about the towel shoving in toilet thing. I think they did that to the hot tub too, causing damage. There was a rumor that someone carved in a hole in the bathroom stall for nefarious purposes. That one I don't think is true, but I mean, after reading all this stuff, it wouldn't surprise me at all. This convention was just a huge nightmare, and furries just... There's something wrong with the attendees that year because they went so far. And there was a lot of people on social media that were at the convention encouraging this behavior, making light of it, thinking it was funny, not realizing all the consequences of it. And this is the last thing that Rainforest put out. As many of you know, Rainforest has been in search of a new venue since October 2015. We have discussed and explored facilities in many wonderful areas, finding options with a number of excellent venues in the greater Seattle and Western Washington state. Our hard-working hotel team has fought for every possible option that would suit what our fans would want out of Rainforest. Tonight, the last of these options has closed to us. What a shock! Hotel chains talk to each other, and if you have an event this terrible, this expensive, this miserable, and bad for PR, none of the surrounding areas are going to want to take your event. And that is why Rainforest died. And of course, as you know, news stations caught onto this, articles have been written, YouTube videos, Internet Historian, have been made on this event showing all of this in great detail. And it is really shameful, honestly. Like, it's hard to imagine one event got this bad, but I would like to think that furries actually learned a lot from this and have realized what not to do. This type of behavior hopefully is lessened a lot at conventions, and I hope I don't see a lot of this stuff go on nearly as bad or at all in future conventions, but you never know because anyone's free to attend. To be fair, some of these could have been non-furry attendees trolling other people. You'd never quite know. It might not have been furries, but man, furries went too far here. And these are the 2 events I really wanted to like highlight because they were by furries going too far themselves. I was thinking about doing the MFF gas attack. However, I'm not sure that the people who actually did that were furries. I don't know about that, so I'm not including that. But if that was furries, yeah, that was way too far. And there's some other events and some other things, but I just wanted to cover a couple today. Times that furries went too far. Because these, I mean, I've been around many years. I went to Rainforest the year before it ended. And by the way, memory I have from Rainforest before it ended was a hallway that smelled like used diapers and baby powder really strongly. In the hallway, it was a lot, and the event itself was kind of meh. And I'm sure there's a lot of staff members who were trying. I'm not gonna say like none of them tried or anything. If you have people that bad, you can't control them. Sometimes furries go too far. Let's not forget all the times furries go really far in positive directions, like all the money we raise for charity, because boy do we raise a lot. We do a lot of good things, I promise you, and all our good things honestly outweigh the negative few things that get reported on, despite what the media tries to tell you. And I just want to do a video like this because you know what? Let's learn from our past, get better, move on, and let's not go so far again. Okay, furries? Leave poor cereal daddy alone. Anyway, if you like this video, check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/OdinWolf. It is the best way to support me. It is how I can keep making videos like these for you guys every single week. Also, I have awesome merch like this bandana at StoreNV, odinwolf.storenv.com. It's right on the screen there. Check it out. So much new merch, new dockies coming, all sorts of awesome stuff. Check it out. And I have a PO box you can send me stuff and I'll open up for you guys in a future video. Also, I'm getting really close to 100k subscribers, like very close. And boy, I'm excited about it. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button, make a comment. I know it's cliche, but like, it really does help. So leave a comment about the times that you think furries went too damn far. Do you remember any of these events? Were you involved in them? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, it's been Odin Wolf, and bye-bye!
And as always, I want to thank my lovely patrons at Diamond last month: King17, David G, Lord Hoot, Kalendon, Adalwin Ironhoof, Multiroy, Deku Panda, Funtime Wolf, and Kunlo. Thank you all for your diamond support last month. You guys are the best. Woo! And everybody at Platinum, Alpha EOP, Bioballs, Wolf Medic, Operator Fox, Kevin J, Rex Colt, Sparky J, Dayton, Robert Deere, Dante Wolf, Fluffy Cinnamon Roll, Blotto, Dynamo, Tatanka, Cutter, and Slip Fox Socks, Brett D, and Lexi Fox. Thank you all for your platinum support last month. Again, that is huge. You guys are phenomenal. Absolutely incredible people. And everybody at gold, silver, and other tiers. Thank you so much for making good things happen, unlike the things in this video, for me in my life. Thank you.